That makes it hot. That makes it hot. Anybody like Hello Kitty? My mom loves Hello Kitty. We'll keep that there for now. So, hello, good people. Hello. Today, I wanted to talk to you all about one of my favorite places in Chicago. Absolute favorite places. And it's technically in Arlington Heights. For the people who are like, it's not in Chicago. Fair. It's technically in Arlington Heights, but it's okay. We still love it. It's close enough. It's Chicagoland area. So, my favorite place in the Chicagoland area is Mitsuwa. Mitsuwa. Mitsuwa is a Japanese grocery store in Arlington Heights, and they have all of the Japanese goodies that you miss from Japan or the ones that you know about and you want to buy here in the States. So they are a great store for all of the resources that you need. And within the store, there are other little stores and there are restaurants. There's a Kinokuniya, which is the bookstore that I love. Love bookstores. And it's just a really great place. And when you go in, it makes you feel like you're back in Japan just for a second. So one of the things that I really miss about living in Japan, I lived there from 2012 to 2014 in a little town called Kamogawa, which was in Chiba Prefecture. This is Chiba-kun. Chiba-kun is the mascot for the prefecture. There are mascots for everything in Japan. Everything. The water company, the prefecture, the city hall, all the different things. They're called Yuru Kerekta. So Chiba-kun is the shape of Chiba Prefecture. So if you think about Honshu, like Japan, he's kind of like out here, and Kamogawa is probably like down like here, not all the way at the bottom, but like almost in the bottom. Anyway, so one of the things that I missed about living in Japan was going to grocery stores. There were different types of grocery stores in Japan, and in Kamogawa we had like 4 like main ones, I would say, and then of course there were like little one-off ones, and of course konbini, which are the convenience stores. So we had an Aeon, which is like a department store, multi-level department store that's usually found in like major cities or like bigger cities, and they have a grocery store on the bottom. There was Omoya, I think it was called. I can't remember exactly, but that was like one of the main grocery stores, and there were 2 of them in the town. And then there were a couple more, but also a lot of people just, like vegetables and things like that. They had gardens, so they would get a lot of their produce from those places, and you would just go to the grocery store to buy different things. But one of the things I missed was Japanese grocery stores. So when I came back and found out that there was one near Chicago, I was so excited and so happy. And actually, I was in Japan on the JET program, the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program, and then I came back here to Chicago, and I served as the president of the Alumni Association here in Chicago for 3 years. And every year we had an outgoing JET series, so JETs who were getting ready to move to Japan, and we take them to Mitsuwa to teach them how to shop at a Japanese grocery store. So we give them like a scavenger list, and they have to go find the items, and usually the items are in Japanese, so they have to figure out how to ask for like sugar versus flour versus salt, and different things like that. So it's just a really great resource for us to have here in Chicago, and they have so many amazing items. So today I wanted to show you some of my must-buys, some of the things that I have to buy when I go to Mitsuwa. I couldn't go there, unfortunately, this time. I had to work, but my friend went for me, and she got me the items on my list, and so I'm able to show you a couple of the things that I would normally get. Maybe down the road I'll do like another bigger haul where I look at all of the items I would get, but I'll put a video in the link to a video below for actually someone just recently Mitsuwa just got renovated, and it looks really nice, and they did a really awesome tour, so that's a really great way for you to see what Mitsuwa is like here in Chicago if you haven't yet. So I'm going to go through the food items first, and then I'll talk a little bit about each thing. So One of my favorite things to buy at Mitsuwa are chopsticks because they have cooking chopsticks, and as you can see, these are much longer than regular chopsticks. And these are actually not from Mitsuwa, they're from my friend in Yakushima. She got them, but they're still to show you that you can buy cooking chopsticks and regular chopsticks in Mitsuwa. Another thing that I really love is to make this dish called okonomiyaki. So okonomiyaki means as you like, grilled as you like. Okonomiyaki. Yaki means to grill, okonomi means as you like. So in order to make this dish, you need a lot of different things, but it's so yummy. A lot of people describe it as like a savory pancake. I think that's the best way to put it. You can put seafood in there, you can put bacon or other kinds of meat, and you could also just leave it and make it sort of like vegetarian and things like that. Any way you cook it, okonomiyaki, it is how you like it. So the first thing, of course, that you would need is the okonomiyaki flour. This flour is, I don't know if you can see it, this flour, so that's how you say okonomiyaki. That's how you write it in Japanese. So okonomiyaki flour is not too much different than regular flour, but it's made to help when you mix all of the items together. It makes it a little bit easier to cook, and it keeps it sort of like a thin layer for the, when you have all the ingredients in there, it makes it a little thin. So on the back, this one has the instructions and what it should look like. Those different things. On the front it says Osaka style. So there's different types, there's different styles of okonomiyaki. My personal favorite is Hiroshima style, and that has yakisoba noodles on the bottom of it. So good. But Osaka style is also very good, and Osaka is Chicago's sister city, so you definitely have to try Osaka style. So you have your flour. Another thing that people put in there is this product called tenkatsu, and I'll put a recipe down in the comments section from someone who made a really good recipe for it, but they'll tell you what to get, all the items to get. But this is tenkatsu fried wheat flour. It adds a little bit of crunch to the dish and just sort of gives it a little extra texture, which we love. And you mix it in with the flour, the egg, like with your batter. Basically, you mix in the tenkatsu. And then some other things that you might want for after you've made your okonomiyaki are bonito. So this is shaved fish flakes. And if you've ever seen bonito, it's like a solid, sort of, it looks like a rock. And then you shave off the bonito flakes. And that's how you get these little things. Sometimes you've seen them on okonomiyaki and they're like dancing. It's not because they're alive, it's just the way that it's moving. It's kind of very, very thin, like a feather almost. So it's not too thick or anything like that. Another thing you'll want is aonori. So this is just a type of seaweed that you put on top of dishes and things like that. It's sort of like crushed up, and you can put it on top of okonomiyaki. It's like the little green stuff that goes on top, just a little flavor. Of course, I love to put, you can also put this inside, but ginger. I love some spicy ginger to go with it. I actually had this last night with I made some gyoza, which I'll show you in a second. And I had some with that and with rice. It was really good. It's very spicy. Not spicy, like hot spicy, but ginger spicy. So if you don't like ginger, you can leave it out. Of course, no okonomiyaki would be complete without the sauce. This is okonomiyaki sosu. And this is Hiroshima no sosu yasan. So they make this sauce in Hiroshima. Of course, Hiroshima style is really great. Okonomiyaki sauce, though, is also easy for you to make. So actually a couple months ago, I didn't have okonomiyaki sauce, and I was making okonomiyaki, and I was really like stressed about it. And I looked up online, and it's actually just like ketchup, soy sauce, or oyster sauce, Worcestershire sauce. That's always a fun one to say. Sugar and ketchup, which you just mix together, and it tastes just like this sauce. But I figure it's a little bit easier to have the sauce already pre-made. And those are sort of my favorite things to get when I'm making okonomiyaki. You also, of course, are going to need cabbage, egg, any of the meat that you want to put, anything like that. But those are sort of the basics, so I can get those at Mitsuwa. As I mentioned, I made gyoza last night. These are gyoza that I got. They taste just like gyoza in Japan. They're by Ajinomoto, which is one of the big companies that makes food and seasonings over there. Super good, super yummy gyoza dumplings. And of course I mentioned yakisoba noodles. So this is a pre-made sort of yakisoba kit. And yakisoba is really popular at like summer festivals, and you can get it at restaurants too, but it's really popular at summer festivals. So in the summer you'll go and there'll be like tents and they'll be making yakisoba. So yakisoba is really easy. Again, just vegetables and meat, and you sort of like stir fry it in a pan, and they have the sauce in here and everything like this. So this one is really good. Recommend it. In addition to all of that, of course, if you're a ramen fan, you just want to make easy ramen, not ramen from scratch. This is my go-to, tonkotsu. Sort of got that pork flavor to it. Really good. You can also add an egg and vegetables. You're going to sort of spice it up a little bit. But this one's really yummy. And for salads, one of the dressings that I really miss from Japan is this sesame dressing. It's so good. It makes every salad taste good. I like sesame. That's pretty much all I can say about it. It's really good with, like, as you can see, it has like broccoli and different things like that on there. Maybe you can't see it, but it has like little things on it so you can see how you can eat it, but it's so good. Really good sauce. And then, of course, I love a little bit of candy. Funny story. I couldn't wait to open these, so this box is already open. But I really love this candy. It's called takenoko. And these are like the bamboo shoots, like what you would plant to grow a bamboo tree. So that's why it's called takenoko. These are called takenoko. And then like baby bamboo. And then there's kinoko, and they look like mushrooms. And so they look like the kinoko mushrooms. I didn't open this box. Yay! So I can open it and show you all. Although now that it's open, these will be gone quite quickly. So this is what it looks like when you open it. And then, if I open it and show you, this is what the little baby looks like. Little baby piece of chocolate. Little mushroom chocolate. It's like a cookie with chocolate. But what Japan does really well with sweets is they're not too sweet and they have a good balance. So like I would argue that the chocolate balance to the cookie balance on these, from both of them, is really good. Like it looks like it's a lot of chocolate, but then there's also the bottom part, which is the cookie. And it's just really good. I'm also really big about texture. It's like soft chocolate with cookie. And it's milk chocolate. I like their version of chocolate. Of course, now that I had it, I need to drink a little bit of water. So, something I also love that is a candy is this coffee candy. Sumiyaki coffee candy. And that just sort of means, like, again, yaku means to grill, right? But like sort of roasted, fire roasted coffee bean candy. Of course, doesn't have caffeine really in it. It has a little bit of coffee, but not really caffeine. But I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I don't love coffee. And so some days when I need to like feel the jolt of caffeine, I might just have one of these and it'll be like, oh, it's like I had coffee, even though I really just had sugar. But they're really tasty if you like coffee flavored things. These are really good. So in addition to food stuff, I had my friend get me a couple of things that I needed. So one of those, of course, was face masks. Japan, you just get used to wearing face masks all the time. You wear them if you have a pimple. You wear them if you have allergies. You wear them if you have sniffles, like cough. You wear them if you just don't feel like putting on makeup that day. You wear them all the time, so you get used to wearing them. So I've actually been wearing masks for a while now. And these are they make really comfortable ones. And of course, it's good to wear masks right now. They really help. But yes, I needed some more masks. And I really I'm glad that my friend was able to get them for me. And then this is one of my favorite products that I am so glad I can get here in Chicago. So in Japan, one of the hardest things was to take care of my natural hair. I had to either bring a lot of products with me or have my parents ship me a lot of products. And so it was really hard to find products sometimes. And if my parent, if like I didn't have a shipment or like it was gonna take a while and I needed to wash my hair and condition it, I didn't know what to use. And so one day I bought this treatment. This is actually the bottle that you would get in Japan as well, and they sell it here. Although they've changed it now that I see this new one. But they used to sell, so this is an old bottle. And I saw it and I tried it out, and it is the most luxurious, like amazing conditioner that I have ever had. And it smells really good, and it's really good for like deep conditioning. My hair feels so moisturized afterwards. So this is what the new container looks like. So normally in Japan, you would have this bottle, and then if you wanted to refill it, because it's a really tough bottle, obviously, recycling, being eco-friendly, you would get one of these, and this wouldn't be connected to this unit, and then you would just refill it from a bag. But I guess now they've changed their packaging to make it a little bit more eco-friendly, I guess. But the idea is that you have this bag of the stuff, and then you have this little case, and then it comes with this. It smells like amazing. It smells floral, but not strong floral. Again, scents are a really big thing in Japan. Like, they do not like scents. I have a whole story about how my hair product, not this, but my other products and wearing perfume in schools made the students sick. Not sick, but like they just felt like ugh, whenever I walked around, which was not fun. But they don't really like scent. So it's not a strong scent. But it's like, yeah, it's like a floral cucumber scent. Anyways, really great product that I really, really love. And I'm so glad I can get here in Chicago. And then one other thing that I really loved that I got to do in Japan, or got to use in Japan, was these washcloths. And unfortunately, the one that I wanted wasn't there when my friend went to Mitsuwa. So I can't show you that version, but this is another type. But so these they're long, and then they're like textured. And they're just really good for exfoliating, and they stretch so you can like get your back and your neck and all these different things, and it really like makes your skin feel really soft afterwards. So I am obsessed with these. I only use these now. I don't even use like loofahs anymore. Like, I have to have these. So I was really sad that that it wasn't there, but not surprised. I'm sure everybody is getting their little washcloths right now. But yeah, that is what I love from Mitsuwa, and I hope that you all enjoy learning about those items.